The Hoboken City Council approved a measure allowing the governing body to appoint 3 regular members, as well as 2 alternates, to the Rent Leveling and Stabilization Board, taking 2 appointments away from the mayor at Thursday's special meeting. 6th Ward Councilwoman Jen Giattino, the vice president of the board, expressed disappointment with Assistant Corporation Counsel Alyssa Bongiovanni's legal opinion earlier in the week, claiming the legislative action would be illegal, comparing it to when then Council President Dawn Zimmer led the council to take over the zoning board appointments in 2009.
As it turns out, we didn't even wait for this meeting to present a preposterously inaccurate legal opinion based on a completely flawed argument to claim exactly that. I'm not surprised. By moving the appointment authority for 3 of the 7 regular rent board members to the City Council, they are merely enacting a more cooperative version of exactly what former Council President Zimmer and Council Majority did at the time when they passed the ordinance that moved the appointment authority of all zoning board members to the City Council in 2009, immediately following the inauguration of the Mayor Camerano. Mayor Bhalla fully supported and voted in favor of that change when he was on the City Council.
1st Ward Councilman Mike DeFusco called the service of Mike Lentz and Cheryl Fallick on the Rent Control Board exemplary and was critical of Mayor Ravi Bhalla's decision not to reappoint them.
What I don't want to do is overly politicize a situation. And because 2 dissidents of the mayor who didn't support his recent run yet had exemplary service for this community over the past 2 decades in the rent control space, applied for their seats back and they didn't get it, we had the advise and consent and we decided to not consent on this. And when we tried to work with the mayor collaboratively in an approach that is becoming of elected officials, there was no conversation. It's either the mayor's way or you take the highway or Washington Street out of town. And that's not the way this government can work. We cannot continue fighting political wars when there's absolute policy that needs to be made here.
Councilman at Large James Doyle, who ran for re-election on Bhalla's ticket in November, scoffed at the notion that the seats were owed to Lentz and Fallick.
The notion that these seats are rightfully Cheryl's and Michael Lentz's, they may be the most qualified people in the history of the planet, but no one has the right to be appointed.
I totally agree with you on that.
So saying they're rightful seats, I think, maybe I'm just parsing words, but anyway.
Like Giattino, 3rd Ward Councilman Mike Russo reminded everyone of the parallels between now and 2009.
One thing that I disagree with is that then Council President Zimmer changed the law, or attempted to change the law, of the appointment of the zoning board because she and those that supported her did not want the new mayor to have that authority. There's no question about that.
I agree.
So the council made a political decision to withdraw power from the mayor who was just elected and took it upon themselves to appoint the zoning board. That is politics, folks. And that is what's happening here as well.
Councilwoman at Large Emily Jabbour, another recent running mate of Bhalla, said she had not heard about a new legal opinion being sought in this matter until the meeting began.
I'm concerned because I didn't receive any of the information that was referenced earlier by Council President regarding the contradictory interpretation of this ordinance until I sat down at 7 o'clock tonight, which doesn't allow me the opportunity to actually have an opportunity to digest whether or not these are in conflict with one another. What I do know is that Corporation Council is looking out on behalf of the city, and that Corporation Council is employed by the city to do what's best for our residents. I'm not sure who these attorneys are or who paid them. They were not paid us. Okay, that answers that question. Thank you. But that's a logical question to ask when presented with something that's directly contradictory.
The council approved the measure by a vote of 6-3, with Doyle, Jabbour, and Councilwoman at Large Vanessa Falco voting no. I'm John Heides with the Hudson County View, the eye of the community.